Don't is a boy. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, yeah. Turn it up, turn it up.
Hi guys, and welcome to the channel Skincare with Asikia Iyala. Today guys, I will be showing you how you can make your very own apple cider vinegar with the mother at home, which is very easy. And I know so many people don't know that they can actually make apple cider vinegar at home. And this is just the best for me, I would say, because then you can be able to tell if it's organic or not, you know, and you are going to be making your apple cider vinegar with the mother. So let me walk you guys through on the 3 major ingredients we need to make our apple cider vinegar. We need apples, yeah, and we need sugar. Now sugar helps during the process of fermenting for the good bacteria to feed on this. The good bacteria will feed on the sugar, so it doesn't matter what kind of sugar you have. If it's brown sugar, white sugar, any kind of sugar, it's fine. But mind you, if you want to make your apple cider vinegar 100% organic, then you want to go for organic sugar. Now the next ingredient we need is distilled water. Now do not use any kind of water from the tap. You want to make sure that the water you're using is a filtered water. So I'm going to be using distilled water. Now these are the 3 ingredients we need to make our apple cider vinegar. Now you need a jar, a container, and I would suggest to you a clear container, because during the process of fermenting you want to see what's going on in there. You want to make sure that there is no bad bacteria, there is no mold in there, so you need a clear container. Now you also need a wooden spoon. I would not advise or suggest you to use any kind of spoons like these, yeah, iron spoon or any kind of aluminium. You don't want to do that because there is some kind of chemical reaction that goes on once it starts to form as the apple cider vinegar. You don't want to use any kind of spoon. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. You want to use a wooden or a plastic spoon to stir. Yes, that's what you need. Now the other thing I want to say is that to avoid any kind of bad bacteria, you want to make sure that everything is clean. As you guys can see, I'm wearing a glove. You might not want to wear a glove. If your hands are super clean, then you're fine, you're good to go. But I prefer to wear a glove because I don't want to make this batch and redo it again, because once it goes bad you have to throw them out and restart all over again. Yes, so what else do I need to say before we begin? Now I'm going to add a little bit quantity of this apple cider vinegar with the mother to get my apple cider vinegar going. Now if you might not want to do that, just to make it ferment really fast, you can add half a cup of already made apple cider vinegar with the mother. That's just to help speed up the process. Okay guys, now what you need to do, if your apples are 100% organic, you can put all, like everything. You don't need to take out the seeds, you just put everything in there. Okay, now it doesn't matter what kind of size you want to slice your apples, either big sizes or small sizes, it's okay. So what we want to do here is to I like to cut mine really small so it can really fit into my jar here. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. Let me move this aside. So you just put them in there. So like I said, if you are, let me take this out and show you guys. Now if you're going to use a non-organic apples, you want to take out all of this. You don't want to use this. But if you're using organic apples, it doesn't matter, you can use this. Okay, I like to explain very well so you guys can really get what I'm saying, so I don't get to reply to so many questions in my comment section. Now this is a very easy process, and I would say The longer you keep your apple cider vinegar to ferment, the better and the stronger it becomes. So let me hurry up. I have two, is it 2 apples there or 1? Okay, that's 1 apple. My cutting board is so loud. It's making too much noise. Everything has to be clean. Don't forget that we don't want bad bacteria, because once there is bad bacteria in there, there would be a problem. Then you have to throw them out and restart all over again. So take note of that, guys. You can also slice your apples a day before you start the fermenting process. Now this helps to draw out the wild yeast in the air, and it helps the process to go fast as well. So I didn't I didn't slice mine a day before, but you can do that, you know. You can do that in advance, a day before you start the fermenting process. Just slice your apples and leave them to grab that wild yeast in the air. That will be really fine. Okay, now that I have this, let me see if this can fit in. Now we want to make sure that there is some kind of space. Okay, yeah, you don't want to fill up the apples to the top length. You just want to get like an inch space, because as time goes on, you would see that the apples will start to grow its mother on the top, so you need that space. Now what we want to do is to get I'm going to use 3 tablespoons of my sugar here. Now it doesn't matter what quantity of sugar you want to put. If you want to put more or less, it's up to you. I'm going to be putting 3 tablespoons in there. And like I said, this sugar is going to help ferment, and good bacteria will start to feed on it. So that's the reason why you need that. Now the next thing I want to do is to get a little quantity of this apple cider vinegar with the mother. Okay, you can't, look, if you don't want to use this, there is no problem. Just add your water in it, then leave it. That's no problem, it's fine. But the reason why you want to use this is because this will help the fermenting process to speed up like really fast. So I'm just gonna add half a cup. Okay, but please, if you're gonna do this, make sure you are using the organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. Now this is a cup. I'm going to pour it in here. Okay, now the next thing I want to do is to add my water. Now you don't want to fill up the water to the top. You just want a little bit, like so. Just get that sugar down there. Great. So now that I have everything in there, which is my apples, water, and also the sugar, what I like to do is to get something that has weight like this, you know, just press it down there, because in most cases the apples, they would float on the top, so you want to put them in there And one thing you need to take note of, you have to come once in a day or every other days. You need to come stir them, push them in like so. Okay, you have to do this process like every other days. You don't want to forget that. Okay. Now, what I like to do next is to get something that has weight to push it down so they all stay in there in the water during the fermenting process. So the next thing you want to do is to get either a cheesecloth or a coffee strainer. I like to use a coffee strainer. Now you want this apple cider vinegar, you want it to breathe. You want the good bacteria to breathe. You don't want to put a heavy lid or something that will not allow it to breathe. So I like to use a coffee strainer. You can use a cheesecloth. Yeah, if you have a cheesecloth, you can use a cheesecloth, or you can use a kitchen towel. Now you place it on top of it, and I like to use a rubber band to hold it in place. And when you do this, the apple cider vinegar will be able to breathe, and there will be some kind of air going in, and at the same time it will help keep out all the bad bacteria that we do not want in our apple cider vinegar. Now this process can take up to 2 to 3 weeks. The longer you keep your apple cider vinegar to ferment, the better. I would prefer you put this in a closed place where there is no light. You can put this in your pantry, your cabinet, just somewhere that there is no direct sunlight. So this is day 4, and I just want to show you guys what it looks like right now. As you can see here, the fermenting process is going on, and all you need to do, let me take this out so you guys can see what it looks like right now. And let me take out this. Okay, so I have been doing this every other days. So I just want to show you guys what I have been doing. And this is the day 4. Everything looks good. So this is what you need to do. You need to push down. Okay, I wish I can show you guys this process till the full 2 weeks, but at this point I don't think I'll be able to take you guys along. So yeah, usually during the summer is a very easy time for this process to go through, and during the winter, because it's cold, it takes a longer period of time for it to fully ferment. And yeah, I wish I can take you guys through the process. Just wanted to do just this little batch to show you guys what it looks like, and you have to watch closely to what's going on in there, and that's the reason why you have to use a clear glass or a clear container. I mean glass, of course. So yeah, and the smell is amazing. I'm beginning to smell that acidic kind of smell. That's because I did put the half a cup of apple cider vinegar with the mother. That makes the process really fast. So, and like I said, if you don't have already made apple cider vinegar with the mother, you can just do your apple cider vinegar without it. It's just going to take a longer period of time for you to start to see the changes, the results. Okay, guys. Yeah, that's all I need to show you guys. If you're new to my channel, please do not forget to subscribe, hit on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. If there's any video you guys want me to make, just leave it in my comment section and I'll be willing to make the video. I mean, sometimes it takes me a longer time to reply back to all of your requests, but I will do my best to make the video whenever I have the time to do so. What else do I want to say? Yeah, you can follow me on Facebook, you can follow me on Instagram. I would prefer you follow me on Instagram, but please guys, always remember to keep your apple cider vinegar in a closed place, in a dark place. I brought it out here just to show you guys. I had this in my cabinet. Yeah, that's all I need to say. And like I will always say, if it doesn't feed you, do not water it. Bye for now, guys, and stay blessed. I love you.